I'm sorry. Hey, it worked better that time. I thought about Mom. Isn't it strange?
Yeah. Guess so. Just stop doing that stuff around me. I always get wet.
My brother and I live in the Southern Water Tribe, which was once a big city. Our father's off fighting in the war. My mother was taken prisoner and killed when I was young. In this time of war, food is scarce. My brother and I often go hunting for food, but unfortunately my brother isn't the best hunter in the world.
Tiger seal.
Are you sure?
I did everything Dad said to do. I watched what side of the fin tracks are more indented. That shows you which direction you're going. I saw how long the drag skids are. That shows you how fast they're going. There's something under there. Don't go near it. This is probably some Fire Nation trick. Just back away, really slow. Guitar! Do not hit that spear! Look! Is he breathing? Did you see that light shoot to the sky?
What's your name? How did you get here? How did you get in the ice? He's exhausted. We need to get him back to the village.
What is this thing? Trying to eat me!
How'd you get all the way out here?
I ran away from home. We got in a storm. We were forced under the water of the ocean.
Oh, I see.
It wasn't very smart. I was just upset. Thanks for saving me.
Lucky.
I probably should get home. I'll be worried.
You're not so upset?
Not as much as I was.
Don't come out until I tell you it's safe.
Something wrong? No. Please wait here.
Can't be a coincidence that we break him out of the ice and light shoots into the sky and now the 5 missions is here with their machines.
Soka, don't.
I am Prince Zuko, son of Fire Lord Ozai and heir to the throne. Bring me all your elderly!
Grandma!
You're scaring these people.
Who are you? What's your name?
I don't need to tell you anything.
Firebender!
I'm taking you to my ship. If you don't come, I'll burn down this village.
I'll go with you. Don't hurt anyone.
They were looking for someone old, and they were looking for someone with the same markings the boy had.
They dragged Mom away the same way when we were babies. She wouldn't have stood and watched us being taken away. She would have fought. We found that boy. He's our responsibility. We should fight. What would you do if they tried taking me away?
I'd kill them all.
Why?
Because you're my sister. Because Dad told me to protect you with my life.
Because I'm your responsibility. This boy is our responsibility.
What do you want us to do, Katara? How are we supposed to save them? They're on a ship. We'd need a miracle to catch them. I know you think everything's going to work out, but I don't.
This bison creature thing floats. What do you want with me?
My nephew wants me to perform a little test on you.
What kind of test?
I assure you it won't hurt. I've performed it hundreds of times. It only takes a few moments and then you're free to go. Would you mind if I put a few things in front of you at the table? It will only take a moment.
That's all you want.
My name is Iro, and you have my word.
Grandma, I know you're gonna try to stop us, but this is just something I need.
Sit down. I knew from the first time we discovered you were a bender that one day I would realize your destiny. There hasn't been a water bender in the Southern Water Tribe since my friend Hama was taken away. Today, I found out that destiny. Did you see that boy's tattoos? Tattoos like that haven't been seen in over a century. I believe they are air-bending tattoos.
How can that be?
I believe that little boy might be the Avatar. Once, a long time ago, the spirit world kept balance over us.
What is a spirit world, Grandma?
Well, it's not a place made up of things you can touch, but it exists nonetheless. It is filled with the most amazing forms of dazzling creatures that exist in the most exotic valleys, mountains, and forests. Each of these creatures is a spirit. They have watched over us since the beginning. They have guided us. And only the Avatar can go speak to them.
Aren't there spirits here?
Yes, there are some spirits that live hidden among us. I'm sure they're watching us with great sadness. The Fire Nation doesn't wish to live by the spirits. That's why they are so frightened by the existence of the Avatar.
What could he do?
With his mastery of the 4 elements, he will begin to change hearts. And it is in the heart that all wars are won. Now, go help this boy. He will need you to. And we all need him.
You are my prisoner. Airbender. I'm taking you back to the Fire Nation.
You said
I apologize. I should have explained further. If you failed the test, as all others did, you were free to leave. But as it turns out, you are the only one in the entire world who could pass this test. It is truly an honor to be in your presence.
Even try to escape. This is a warship!
Thanks for bringing Aqua to me. The Fire Nation is up to something. I have to go back now.
We'll come with you.
I could take you back to the village.
We're going with you.
the Avatar. For a moment, I had my honor back. Your destinies are tied, Zuko. That you can be sure.
Ong flew us to his home. He told us how he left there in a storm on Appa and got forced into the ocean where they almost drowned. Ong airbended a sphere around them and ice formed and he couldn't remember anything after that.
Hey, Shinzo! Monet! I'm back! Hey, guys! I want you to meet someone!
This is where you live?
They must be playing some trick or something. Monkey Atsu's gonna try and jump out and scare me at any moment. He's the teacher responsible for me. He's kind of like my father.
Is it okay if you tell me your name?
The monks named me Ong. Okay, guys! Enough!
Butteret, the voices, get behind me.
He's a flying lemur bat. We keep them as pets.
Weren't they extinct a long time ago?
Extinct? No, there must be thousands of them on this mountain.
Your friends were monks?
I know where they are right now. They're through the perfume.
Wait! I have to talk to you!
I think you're in that ice for almost 100 years. The firebenders started a war.
I left a few days ago.
The Fire Nation knew the Avatar would be born into the air nomads. So they exterminated all the air nomads.
You're lying! This is Monkey Atsu's. I made it for him.
Your friends were monks?
The Avatar. Where have you been?
Bring Monkey Atsu back. But Soka and I can be with you as long as you need. Don't give up. We can do this together.
The banished prince. Let's offer him lunch. wanted to thank the great General Hero and young Prince Zuko for dining with us. As you know, the Fire Lord has banished his son, the Prince, and renounced his love of him and will not let him return to the throne unless he finds the Avatar. The Fire Lord believes his son is too soft, and by doing this, he will become strong and become a worthy heir to the throne. I commend the Fire Lord's discipline. For example, it seems I need to remind Prince Zuko that during his banishment, he is an enemy of the Fire Nation and is not allowed to wear the Fire Nation uniform. But we will let him wear it today, like a child wearing a costume.
One day my father will take me back, and you will bow before me.
You okay?
I'll be fine.
You know, my grandma thinks because you're an airbender that you could be the Avatar.
How much does the Fire Nation control?
A lot of villages in the Earth Kingdom, like around here. They haven't been able to conquer big cities like Ba Sing Se, but they're making plans, I'm sure.
So, are you the Avatar on? What is this?
Stay hidden.
That child is being arrested.
For what?
He was bending tiny stones at us from behind a tree. It really hurt.
He can bend Earth?
Earthbending is forbidden in this village.
Leave him alone. You're not taking him anywhere.
No one is taking anybody away. She's a bender. Katara!
Dad!
This is my father.
Fire Nation's plan. Suppress all other bending.
How did this happen to your village?
The Fire Nation sent soldiers. We fought them and defeated them. Then they sent their machines. Huge machines made of metal. There was nothing we could do. Those who could not bend were allowed to live in peace if we were imprisoned.
Earthbenders! Why are you acting this way? You are powerful and amazing people. You don't need to live like this. There's earth right beneath your feet. The ground is an extension of who you are. If the Avatar had returned, would that mean anything to you?
The Avatar is dead. If he was here, he would protect us.
My name is Ang, and I'm the Avatar. I ran away, but I'm back now. It's time for you to stop doing this!
The Avatar would have to be an airbender. Are you an airbender, boy?
Leave him alone!
How is he doing that?
I don't want to hurt anyone.
All airbenders should be dead. Kill him! Airbenders! Listen to okay? Everybody can help us now!
Don't be afraid!
They took away any tools related to bending.
The Fire Nation took this scroll from a member of your water tribe.
Waterbending scroll. This is rare. My mom told me about these.
This was you when you were born an Earthbender 2 lifetimes ago. You came to our village. Avatar, Kyoshi, loved games.
I do too. I mean, I still do.
A lot of the villages in this part of the Earth Kingdom are occupied by the Fire Nation, like this village was. They prey the weakest towns and villages. We should go visit some of these towns.
I need to tell you something.
What is it, Al?
I ran away before they trained me to be the Avatar. I don't know how to bend the other elements.
Why did you run away?
The day they told me I was the Avatar, they said I could never have a normal life, that I could never have a family. They said it cannot work with the responsibilities of the Avatar.
Why can't the Avatar have a family?
I asked that. They said that's a sacrifice the Avatar always has to make.
Okay, so what if we found you teachers to teach you bending? Which element would you have to learn first?
Water. Water comes after air in the cycle. Air, water, earth, fire.
But there are really powerful benders in the northern water tribe. My dad told me about it before he left. It's led by a princess because her father died. There are teachers there for sure, but they're all the way on the other side of the world.
We can get there on Appa.
That's what I was thinking. And maybe we can stop in the villages on the way, start a change in the war in these small villages. Should we try it?
Yes, we should.
The scroll we had was proving to be helpful. Ong was practicing, but for some reason, he was having trouble with waterbending. We moved from town to town in the Earth Kingdom. We tried to stay out of sight, but Soka became concerned we were being followed.
Sire, I have good news. As you know, I conducted a raid on the Great Library, which most said didn't even exist.
Get on with it.
I have found scrolls in the library. We are deciphering them, but I believe they may contain information as to where the ocean and moon spirits live in this world. With this information, we could bring down the Northern Water Tribe City. We could show the world the true strength of fire.
I am pleased. Well, command the job. Are the rumors true or not?
Our spies have discovered someone claiming to be the Avatar. They describe him as just a boy. We should set a trap for this person. We have many Earth Kingdom people under our control. I can leave soldiers hidden in certain locations.
And my son?
He had his chance. He missed it.
Let's hope, for your sake, my son doesn't find this person first and he turns out to be the Avatar. He would return as a hero and for all purposes be your superior.
Well, I suppose it's a race then.
Close, Uncle. They've been moving farther and farther north. We're catching them.
There are a lot of pretty girls in this town, Zuko. You could fall in love here. We could settle down here. And you could have a blessed life. We don't have to continue this way.
I'll show you what we must, Uncle. Hey, little one, come here. You look like a very smart boy. Tell me what you know about the prince, the Fire Lord's son.
He did something wrong.
He spoke out of turn to a general in defense of some of his friends who are going to be sacrificed in a battle.
Then Prince Zuko was sentenced to an Agni Ki duel. But when he showed up, it was his father he was to fight.
That's right.
He would not fight his father.
Then his father mocked him and said, I should bring your sister up here to beat you.
Then the father burnt his son to teach him a lesson.
We'll catch him soon, Uncle. Then we can think about the pretty girls.
Oh, try to keep your wrist bent like it should. What's wrong? You really been distracted today.
I saw Ahsoka's maps. We're near the Northern Air Temple. Do you think it would be okay if I just visited there and came back? I'd be back in less than a day.
What?
He had a vision at the Southern Air Temple prayer field. He's talked to a dragon spirit who he thinks can help us. He thinks if he goes to another spiritual place, he can get back to the spirit world.
I don't think that's a good idea. We started a rebellion. Try to talk him out of it. I guess your talk didn't work.
He'll be back in a day.
Fire Nation is following us. We make a wrong move, they'll catch him.
Yeah, who are you? It cannot be. I've heard stories. Are you?
My name is Ang.
I cannot believe I've lived to see your return. I'm an Earth villager, but I visit these temple remains often.
Fire Nation has destroyed this temple. They have ruined everything.
No, not everything. Oh, there's a hidden chamber of statues. I think you, of all people, should see. These are all the avatars. These are the reincarnations of you over the years. The avatar Roku was your last life. Now, how did the airbenders know you were the avatar, little one?
They gave me a test. They put 1,000 toys in front of me and asked me to choose 4. I said I chose the same 4 objects that belonged to the previous avatars. That's when they told me I could have no family. Told me I had a responsibility to the 4 nations. There's a ceremony when everyone bows to me. That's when I accept my role as the Avatar. But when everyone bowed, I didn't bow back.
You seem like a nice young man. You really do. You will forgive me, won't you?
For what?
For luring you down here. I have lived in poverty because of your absence, Avatar. So you will understand my actions today. as your airbenders have. You must go now.
Who do I stop them?
Wake up, young man. My name is Commander Zhao. I set this trap for you. Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you. Besides, you'd just be reborn again, and then the search would continue. So where have you been all this time? And how is it that you're still a boy? I understand that when you freed that handful of towns, you were very impressive, but you only used airbending against my soldiers. Now, why is that? My lord and I have a plan to ensure our reign and the downfall of our enemies. I am sending a personal message to the Fire Lord, informing him that the once feared Avatar, our prisoner, and no threat to our might.
Who are you?
Fools.
Close the inner gate! The Avatar has escaped!
Lock down all the gates!
This was their practice area.
Why are you doing this? Who are you? Open the gates. Let them out.
Is it some kind of spirit command?
Not at all. Do it! What is this?
And how did he escape?
I fear that your son is not only incompetent, but also a traitor. Of course, I cannot prove this, sire.
You think my son is this person the soldiers are calling the Blue Spirit?
Yes.
Zhao's men were searching the coast looking for you. They also searched the ship. I told them you went on a vacation with a girl. Where were you for the past 4 days?
Nowhere. We have to keep moving. The Avatar is traveling again.
Take rest first. It looks like you went through a great deal, huh? When you wake, we'll have tea together before we start the engines, huh?
Do not harm my son. Leave him to his isolation.
You have my word, sire. I will not harm him. We assume he has rejoined with his supporters. been confirmed that he's traveling north. It is my strong belief that he is traveling to the Northern Water Tribe. I believe the child Avatar has only knowledge of his birth element air. I believe he is trying to learn in the discipline of water. He's gone to seek out someone in the Northern Water Tribe, where they have lived beyond our reach and openly practice waterbending.
We arrived at the Northern Water Tribe. We presented ourselves to the royal court. My brother and the princess became friends right away. Ong showed them he was the last airbender and was accepted to train with the master. The city knew our arrival would bring great danger, and they prepared for war they knew would come in the ensuing weeks.
The city was designed to withstand any assault. If we keep them to the courtyard and the marketplace till night falls, where we have the advantage, we will succeed. If we let too many of them into this city, their sheer numbers could overwhelm us. As many fires in this city should be put out as possible when the alarm sounds. We want to minimize their bender sources. I must assign a guard to be with you at all times, Princess. Your presence is our inspiration.
I'll do it. That's me, I'll be your guard. Nothing will happen to her.
I had a feeling you might volunteer.
I have had no word of my son for quite some time. Do you know where he is?
I've not heard of anything, sire. I'm sure word of him will come to us soon.
The Northern Water Tribe benders are given their strength by the moon and ocean spirits. They will be difficult to defeat. Now, if for some reason the spirits were not involved, that would be different. What have you learned from the stolen scrolls?
We have deciphered the location of the moon and ocean spirits.
It is our destiny to have found this information, Jar. Eliminate the spirits. Take this city, and we will have thwarted the Avatar in the process.
Water is what?
Divine element, the element of change.
As Master Water, you must release your emotions wherever they may lead you. Water teaches us acceptance. Let your emotions flow like water. Would you like to spar? You haven't sparred in a few days.
Now use offense on.
General Iro, I'm glad you could accept my invitation to join us on this historic event.
Your invitation was most gracious.
You are a gifted strategist. No one can argue that. Your failure in the 100-day siege of Ba Sing Se won't be held against you. Your son died in that siege, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Again, I offer my condolences on your nephew burning to death in that terrible accident.
Thank you.
I've loved spending these weeks with you, Soka.
Me too.
Should we see what the ocean is doing today? When there is some safety for all of us, I will come visit our sister city in the Southern Water Tribe and spend some time in your home.
That would be great. But I warn you, my grandmother will ask you a lot of questions.
What might she ask me?
She'll say, "Why is your hair white, young lady? You look very odd."
I would say to your grandmother, my hair is white because when I was born, I was not awake. My mother and father could not get me to make a sound or move. So they prayed for days to the moon spirit and dipped me into the sacred waters. My parents said that my hair turned white then and life poured into me.
Wow. You didn't tell me that.
You didn't ask me. Only your grandmother did.
I'm sure Zhao was the one who ordered the attack on you.
Any problems? We have arrived at the Northern Water Tribe stronghold. They believe the boy is there.
Buenísimo, Sarako.
Zhao has no sacredness. Are you sure you want to be here?
Not be allowed to live in peace until I bring the Avatar to my father. Is that not clear to you?
What is this?
Anyway, Fire Nation is here.
Now be sure to keep your uniform closed up to your neck. And remember, your chi can warm you.
I know, Uncle.
Be safe.
Hong needs to ask you something.
I have to talk to the Dragon Spirit. He can help me defeat the Fire Nation. Is there a spiritual place where I can meditate?
There is a very spiritual place. The city was built around this place. But we must hurry.
To get your airbending tattoos, you have to meditate for long periods of time without losing focus. Some of the great monks can meditate for 4 days.
I have to get back.
I'll take you.
I'll stay with him. Can you hear me? I knew you were real. I always knew you'd return.
Me too.
Fire Lord's son. You took him from our village. My name is Katara, and I'm the only waterbender left in the Southern Water Tribe.
I'm not allowed to go home without him. Waterbenders get power from the moon. They will get stronger as the day comes to an end.
General Iro, I've been keeping a secret.
And what is that?
In my raid of the Great Library earlier this year, I found a scroll that tells the location of the ocean and moon spirits.
To meet a spirit would be a great honor.
Well, I hope I can give you that honor.
Zuko's here in the city. He took Hong again.
Just wait till everyone's fighting everyone. Then the night will slip out, will slip out, will slip out.
Hong, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I knew you were real. I always knew you returned.
Hello? Hello? Please, tell me how to beat the Fire Nation.
Of your people and your responsibility for their deaths. You are stopping yourself from grieving. You are angry. You must let this go. As the Avatar, you are not meant to hurt others. Use the ocean. Show them the power of water. Go. Do this now.
Sister Azula was always a special one. She was a firebending prodigy. Your father loves her. He can't even look at me sometimes. He says I'm like my mother.
I advise that you pull back your men soon. They will be trapped in the city when the moon's power comes out.
Do not worry about the moon's power, General Iroh.
Why should you not be worried about the moon's power?
Because your brother Fire Lord Ozai and I have decided it is in our best interests to kill the moon spirit.
What?
Are you okay? Did the spirits tell you anything?
Yes. The dragon spirit talked to me. I know what to do.
We have to go.
You won't be killed by waterbenders if you stay hidden here. We can be friends, you know.
They're getting stronger. This is a scroll from the Great Library. This is our map. Our world is going to change soon, gentlemen.
See where they're going. I'll go join the fight.
They're called many names. Yin and yang, push and pull. May I introduce you to the mysterious ocean and moon spirits.
Why do spirits take the form of such benign things? It leaves them so vulnerable.
To teach man kindness and humility. Commander Zhao, there are certain things humankind should not tamper with. The spirits in the spirit world is one of them.
What are you doing here?
Stop, Zhao! The world will go out of balance. Everyone will be hurt.
The Fire Nation is too powerful to worry about children's superstitions, General Ero.
Commander Zhao, don't.
We are now the gods. No! You're too soft, General Ero.
He's making fire out of nothing.
all is lost.
You have been anointed by the Moon Spirit.
He gave me life when I was a child.
Then there's still a chance. You can give your life back for the spirits.
Don't listen to him, he's Fire Nation.
Nothing is ever truly lost.
Is it mine to give back if I choose?
There are reasons each of us are born. We have to find those reasons.
This was the reason I was born.
You wait, please.
There is no love without sacrifice.
What are you doing? You don't know what will happen.
I believe that my life force will leave my body and return to the Moon Spirit.
And then what?
My soul will no longer exist in this form.
Please don't do this. There must be another way. I can't let you do this. I'm supposed to protect you.
My people are dying, Sokka. Those who are in charge of others have a responsibility. It is time we show the Fire Nation that we believe in our beliefs as much as they believe in theirs.
But you would...
I'm scared. Don't make me any more scared. I will miss you more than you know.
I killed you. Come away from him, nephew. There are too many soldiers now. They will never let you take the Avatar. We must leave immediately. He wants to fight you so he can capture you, Zuko. Walk away. Come.
Water.
want you to be there, Avatar. We all do.
Our forces in the Northern Water Tribe failed to take the city. General Zhao was killed in battle, and my brother has become a traitor. My son has proven himself a failure. Now, Sozin's comet is returning in 3 years. It will give all firebenders the ability of the highest firebenders, the ability to use their own chi to create fire. That is the day we will win this war and prove the Fire Nation's dominance. Now, you must stop the Avatar from mastering earth and fire. You must give us the time to get to that day. Do you accept this unspeakably important task I'm putting in your hands?